Hey, I'm Justin from Jay's Hardcore Fitness, and I'm actually going to be talking today about what I eat to gain a lot of muscle. And I've actually put on a lot of muscle in the last 9 months. I've put on 30 pounds of muscle. A lot of people say that's impossible, but my friends have seen it. If you see my pictures from then, I look a lot bigger now. Like, my arms have grown 2 inches in like the last 6 months. They went from they've grown about 3 inches. Went from 13 inches to almost 16 inches now. They've grown 2 inches in actually the last like 2 months. So they've grown a lot. My arms, my shoulders have grown quite a bit. They've grown about 2 inches in the last like 4 months. My traps have gotten a lot bigger. Actually, if you see my old pictures on my Facebook page, which you should check out and like, you can see in a lot of my oldest pictures, I barely have any trap muscles. And I mean, they're not super impressive because just how my genetics are. My dad actually is built. I'm built quite like my dad. He has big arms, good sized chest. His shoulders are pretty good. But I definitely get my genetics for my upper body from my dad's side. My dad's a very muscular guy. My uncle is actually, his legs are very muscular, so I get muscular legs from that. Actually my weakest points, which I'm trying to work on right now, are my traps and my calves, because I just naturally don't have big calves and I naturally don't have big shoulders. Even when I was bulky and chubby at 230 pounds, I had a lot of fat on me, but even then people would tease me about my little shoulders. So I've never had big shoulders or really big calves. So those are the places I'm working on before my competition. So yeah, I put on a lot of size in my arms. I've actually put on 5 inches in my chest and lats area in the last like 6 months. I was 38 inches round. Now I'm 44 inches. That's a little more. That's actually, yeah. So I put on quite a bit of size in my chest. My abs are still, going good. If you can see right there, I still got ripped 6-pack. I put on a lot of muscle. I haven't put on any body fat. I've actually dropped my body fat percentage from when I was 160 pounds. So it's all muscle that I put on. I put on no fat. My legs have actually grown 2 inches in the last couple months. So I put on a lot of size even just in a couple months. For a while there, I went from 160 to 170, but at 170 I was still dropping my body fat, so my muscles were getting a little bit bigger, but my body fat was getting less. And then I just hit like a muscle growth spurt where I hit 180. Now I'm almost 190. I'm a couple pounds less on a bad day. On a good day, I'm 190. On a bad day, I'm 187. So I'm 190, 187-ish. So yeah, like, I'm actually taking creatine right now so I can, build a little more muscle before my competition. Yeah, and actually I'm back on the subject of what I eat. I eat 5 meals a day. Each meal has 600 calories per meal. I also eat 1 snack at the end of the day, which is about right before I go to bed, which is about 100 calories. And overall, my calorie intake is 3,250 calories. I went on MyFitnessPal on my iPod. I have it on here, and it tells me how many calories I should take in per day. So you guys should get one of those. It's actually really good whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, which I'm trying to gain muscle. So I put in my fitness goals. I put in how active I am. I put how much I weigh now and what I want to get up to. I want to actually get up to 200 pounds at the same body fat I'm at now. So that's 10 more pounds of muscle, which is doable. It might take another year or so to get up to 200 pounds lean, but that's my goal. I'm 6'2". So a lot of people, like this one guy commented on one of my videos. He said, "Oh, you don't look like you're 190." I'm 170 pounds and I'm bigger than you. Well, that's probably because you're shorter than me. I'm 6'2", so my muscle goes a lot leaner. It doesn't just build big bulk. I get more lean, like usable muscle. Like I'm more built like a basketball player. So that's how my muscle is. I'm not like a short wrestler guy who at 170 looks like humongous, you know. At 170 I was pretty skinny and scrawny. So now I'm actually built and stuff at 190. But to get humongous, I mean I have to be at like 210 pounds of muscle to actually look like one of these guys who are 170 at 5'8", you know. So to the people out there who don't believe I'm 190, it's because I'm 6'2". So what I eat every day, I usually wake up, have some sort of carb, which is usually like a whole wheat bread or oatmeal, and usually have a fat with that. Either I put some olive oil on my toast to make it kind of like butter, except olive oil is way better for you. Either that or I make a peanut butter sandwich. Usually I drink a glass of milk, and overall that equals 600 calories for the morning. Then my next meal, either I'll have a high protein and high carb, because that's usually right before my workout. And then after that, right after my workout, about 20 minutes or half an hour later, I'll drink a protein shake. And I actually have 100% whey protein from Costco, which if you watch my other video, you can see what kind I'm actually using. Each scoop is 140 calories, 27 grams of protein. So that overall my shake, I put 2 cups of milk in there. Overall it equals 75 grams of protein. And sometimes, because that's only for 2 glasses of milk plus 2 scoops of protein is only 500 calories. So usually I'll either add a banana or add some oatmeal in there to get it up to 6. After that, usually I have a high protein meal with a good amount of vegetables. Sometimes I'll like go to Subway and grab a Subway sandwich, which has a lot of vegetables, carbs, and also protein. Usually when I go to Subway, I get a Black Forest ham, and I load up a lot of vegetables because that's usually my highest vegetable meal. Then my one right before bed is usually a high protein, most of the time high vegetable meal. And then my snack usually before bed is either like half a cup of cottage cheese or a glass of milk, something like that, just to get the last bit of protein in, because you don't really want to eat carbs before bed, especially my body type. My body type is a mesomorph, so I can put on fat relatively like easy, but I can also put a lot of muscle on compared to like somebody like an ectomorph. They take a lot more time to put on muscle than I do. I can put, like in 9 months I put on 30 pounds of muscle, you know, that's less than a year. So I'm still trying to get some more muscle before the year's over, but a lot of people don't believe me that I've put on that much muscle, even though the scales don't lie. I have the skinful caliber. A lot of people think my body fat is off, but I actually have that, and I have a couple reliable sites. Lee Hayward Fitness, he has a calculator on there. Also, Scooby from his fitness channel has a skinful caliber body fat percentage measure, and I go on both those sites. I also go on another site, I'm not sure what it's called. It's a reliable fitness site to get my body fat percentage measured, and I'm at 5.5 right now. So yeah, that's what I eat. A lot of people have been wondering what I eat, how much I eat. I do eat a lot of like calories, but I eat super clean. I don't ever have cheat days, anything like that. A lot of people can't handle not having cheat days, but I can. So yeah, check out and like my Facebook page. I'll be posting this on there. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also subscribe to Teen Muscle Vlog, which I'm now partnering with. And yeah, see you later.